Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. I hope you enjoy the video.
Hey Reddit, I need your help. Something bizarre is happening in my apartment, and I'm starting to fear for my sanity. It all started a week ago when I moved into this old building on the outskirts of town. At first, everything seemed normal. But then, strange things began to occur. Every night, as I lay in bed, I hear whispers echoing through the darkness. They're faint at first, like distant murmurs carried on the wind. But as the night progresses, they grow louder, more insistent, as if someone, or something, is trying to communicate with me. I've tried to brush it off as my imagination running wild, but last night, things took a sinister turn. I woke up to find the room shrouded in an icy chill, despite the warm summer night. And there, standing at the foot of my bed, was a shadowy figure. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before, a shapeless mass of darkness with glowing eyes that seemed to pierce through my soul. I couldn't move, couldn't scream, as it reached out a wispy hand towards me, its touch like ice against my skin. I don't know what to do, Reddit. I'm terrified to sleep, terrified to be alone in my own home. I've tried researching the history of the building, but there's little information available. All I know is that it's been standing for over a century, and rumors of strange occurrences have plagued its residents for generations. But I can't shake the feeling that whatever is haunting this place is somehow connected to me. That it's watching, waiting, biding its time until it can claim me as its next victim. I reached out to a paranormal investigator, hoping they could shed some light on the situation. But when they arrived at my apartment, they were visibly shaken. They claimed to sense a malevolent presence lurking within the walls, a darkness that hungered for souls. They set up cameras and EVP recorders, hoping to capture evidence of the entity haunting my home. But as the night wore on, the whispers grew louder, more frantic, until they were almost deafening. And then, suddenly, everything went silent. The investigators fled in terror, leaving me alone once again in the darkness. But as I listened to the recordings they left behind, I realized something chilling. Amongst the whispers, amongst the static, I could hear my own voice, pleading, begging for help. I don't know how or why, but I think I'm somehow connected to whatever is haunting this place. And now, as I sit here typing this, I can feel its presence growing stronger, its icy fingers wrapping around my soul. I don't know what's going to happen next, Reddit. I don't know if I'll ever escape the clutches of this malevolent entity. All I know is that the whispers continue, growing louder with each passing night, until they drown out everything else, until there's nothing left but darkness. And as I prepare to face whatever fate awaits me, I can't help but wonder, is this the end, or just the beginning of something far more sinister?
Title: My Tinder match turned out to be my stalker. Hey, Reddit, I need your help. I'm shaking as I type this, and I don't know what to do. I live in a small town where everyone knows everyone, or so I thought. Let me start from the beginning. About a month ago, I decided to give Tinder a try. Being in a small town, options for meeting new people are limited, so I figured why not? I matched with this guy, let's call him Jake, and we hit it off right away. He was charming, funny, and seemed genuinely interested in getting to know me. Our conversation started innocently enough, just sharing our interests, hobbies, and life stories. But as the days went by, things started to get a little weird. Jake would constantly message me, even when I was at work or hanging out with friends. At first, I thought he was just really into me, but then it started to feel suffocating. One night, I was out with my friends at a local bar when I felt someone watching me. I turned around, and there was Jake, sitting at a table in the corner, staring at me with this intense gaze. I brushed it off as a coincidence, but when I got home, I had a message from him saying he saw me at the bar and wanted to say hi. Creepy, right? Things only escalated from there. Jake started showing up everywhere I went. He would somehow know my schedule and be waiting for me outside my workplace or my favorite coffee shop. I tried blocking him on Tinder and social media, but he would just create new accounts and find me again. I confided in my friends and family, but nobody knew who this guy was. It's like he came out of nowhere and inserted himself into my life. I felt like I was going crazy, constantly looking over my shoulder, wondering if he was following me. Last night was the final straw. I woke up to the sound of someone tapping on my bedroom window. My heart pounded in my chest as I slowly made my way to the window, and there he was, Jake, standing outside in the darkness, smiling that same creepy smile. I called the police, but by the time they arrived, he was gone. They took a report, but without any solid evidence, there wasn't much they could do. I'm terrified, Reddit. I don't know how to make this stop. I don't even know who Jake really is or what he wants from me. Please, if anyone has experienced anything like this or has any advice, I could really use your help. I don't know how much longer I can live like this.
Title: The Night I Stumbled Upon a Sinister Circus. Hey Reddit, I've been a lurker for a while, but something happened last night that I can't keep to myself anymore. I worked the night shift as a security guard at a gas station in a small town where not much ever happens. My life was pretty monotonous until last night. As I finished my shift, I started my usual walk back home. The streets were deserted, and the only sound was the soft hum of the streetlights. But then, something caught my eye, an illuminated sign in the distance, announcing the arrival of a circus. Now, circuses in our town are a rarity, so naturally, I was intrigued. I decided to check it out, thinking it might add a little excitement to my otherwise mundane existence. As I approached, I was struck by how grand and mysterious the circus looked. The tents were adorned with intricate designs, and the air was filled with the faint scent of popcorn and cotton candy. I hesitated for a moment before stepping inside, but curiosity got the better of me. Little did I know, that decision would change everything. Once inside, I found myself on a never-ending tour led by the enigmatic circus owner. He was dressed in a black velvet coat that seemed to swallow the light around him, and a mask obscured his face, leaving only his piercing eyes visible. The tour took us through a series of bizarre attractions, freak shows, acrobats, and clowns with painted smiles that sent shivers down my spine. But what chilled me to the bone was the feeling that I was being watched, that every step I took was leading me deeper into something sinister. As the tour came to an end, the circus owner turned to me, and that's when I saw it. The face behind the mask was identical to mine, but the eyes, they were black, soulless voids that seemed to stare right through me. I stumbled backward in shock as the circus owner gestured for me to join him. The world around me spun, and before I knew it, I was back on the empty street, the circus nowhere to be seen. I made my way home in a daze, unable to shake the feeling of unease that lingered long after the circus had vanished. And now, here I am, sharing my story with you, hoping that someone out there can make sense of what happened to me. But as I write this, a chilling thought crosses my mind: what if the one posting this isn't me, but the circus owner, luring others into his twisted world? Stay safe out there, Reddit.
Title: Visions of My Own Demise. Hey Reddit, I don't know where else to turn. Something horrifying is happening to me, and I can't make sense of it. It all started a few weeks ago when I began having these vivid visions of my own death. At first, I brushed them off as nothing more than nightmares, but they were so intense, so real. I would see myself in various gruesome scenarios: hit by a car, falling from a great height, drowning in a dark abyss. Each vision left me shaken to my core, but I tried to convince myself it was just my overactive imagination playing tricks on me. But then, things took a chilling turn. The visions started to seep into my daily life. I would catch glimpses of my impending demise out of the corner of my eye, a fleeting reflection in a window, a shadowy figure lurking in the darkness. I tried to ignore them, to push them to the back of my mind, but they only grew stronger, more relentless. I could feel death's icy grip tightening around me with each passing day. Last night, I had the most horrifying vision yet. I saw myself lying lifeless on the ground, surrounded by darkness. And as I stared into the void, I felt a sense of dread unlike anything I've ever experienced before. I woke up drenched in sweat, my heart pounding in my chest. I knew then that my visions were no mere hallucinations, they were premonitions of my own demise. I'm writing this now because I can feel it coming. I can feel death closing in on me, its cold embrace inching ever closer. And as terrifying as it is, I've come to accept my fate. I don't know why this is happening to me or what awaits me on the other side, but I can't fight it anymore. I can only hope that my story serves as a warning to others, to cherish every moment, for none of us know when our time will come. Goodbye, Reddit. And may my soul find peace in the darkness. User has deleted the account.